Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your brother in the struggle coming right back at you once again. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to bring you this message, this last day message, because whether you want to believe it or not, we are living in the last day of this human existence as we know it. Okay? Because as it stands right now, we die, our body rots, and we go back into the ground whence we come out of. Okay? What we were created from the soil, from the dirt. But that's not why we were created for. We brought ourselves into this mess. All right? And it is based upon a decision of disobedience. Okay? So, the Joker has taken over. Ever since then, he took over. And he's been on a mission to destroy and to discourage those that are awakened, that preach this good news gospel. Ladies and gentlemen, today, regardless of what you think of me, if you're ready for the truth and nothing but the truth, I'm here to give you a short illustration of a short reality illustration. Because as you know, this channel is all about reality. Okay? That we've been living under charlatans, under the Joker's disciples, under the devil's disciples. Ever since he played a joke on our first mother, back in the Garden of Eden. Okay? And ever since then, all world leaders have been nothing but scoundrels and charlatans and jokers. But the joke has always been upon them. Let us begin, because this video, and by the way, do not forget the links that I will show you, because I prove what I say here. Ever since man sinned against their Creator, he turned into his own worst enemy, unto his own auto ridiculer. In fact, in the beginning, when men sinned, he did two stupid things. Okay? He tried to hide from their Creator. How can you do that? And that's in our nature. We always try to do things away, thinking that God is not going to watch. We're gonna steal. We're gonna kill. We're gonna be adulterers. We're gonna commit adultery away. We don't want people to know. We don't want God to know. Okay? So we try to hide. Our first parents tried to hide from God. And then after he realized that he was naked, because that's what the fruit of the Garden of Eden was all about. It was a new knowledge that was given to them. It's not because they ate of some apple or some fruit. Don't believe that lie, ladies and gentlemen. The reality is that it was just a knowledge. It was just an alternate reality where humanity has been living under. Because when he sinned against God, he tried to hide from God, and then he put on clothes. But you know what he did? They put on aprons, which means, yeah, their front was covered, I don't know who they were hiding in the front, but their back was completely naked. And that's how we have always lived. Always worrying about what others think. It is part of our human essence. It is part of our human nature. We always worry about what others think instead of worrying about what God thinks. And that's why we have become entrapped in this humanity's thinking. And that's what we need to get away from. In fact, since we became we were endowed with this new knowledge, we got the idea that we were gods. Let us go to Genesis chapter 3. Genesis chapter 3, ladies and gentlemen, and verse 3. And when the woman's, no. Chapter 3, Genesis chapter 3, verse 5. This is what the devil is telling our first mother. For God doth know that in the day you eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and you should be as God, knowing good and evil. So ever since then, we have been walking around, especially the leaders, what I call the ridiculous charlatans, through our history. They think they're gods, and they have governed as such, always controlling the masses. So they have always played this game. Oh man, the light, the glare of the light. So you understand, ladies and gentlemen, we have always played this God complex game, and we have always controlled the masses, because the human existence has always been, who is going to be more, the lesser of two evil. The one that's most evil is the one with the power. They are the ones that are in power. In fact, these leaders have always worshipped the God of this world. And just in case you don't believe me, are you gonna deny the fact that America, for instance, first of all, is the second beast mentioned in the Bible, the first being the Roman Catholic Church. The second beast is the United States, the spiritual Egypt in our days, and the daughter of Babylon. So she's Babylon as well. And two, that's the first fact. And the other reality is, are you going to deny that America has always been governed by Freemasons? Okay? And their power is so big. The magnitude of their power is so big that people have just given in. That's why you see large temple hall in our community. You see them. They even name hospital after them. So they have used medicine, and through the Hippocratic oath, that's why every doctor needs to take an allegiance and swear by the pagan god, which is the devil. So you understand everything is combined. Everything is perfectly connected. Okay? Then we go to religions. Religion is nothing but a mind game to control the masses. Again, like I have told you. And then the other one is politics, the politicians. Again, politicians and religions have always been the same. In fact, Christendom came out of a political system in the Roman Empire. So let's not get it twisted, ladies and gentlemen. Let us understand history as it is, not how we would like it to be. And then, system of education. The educational system in America stinks to high heaven because it is actually a brainwashing system. Okay? So, let me give you some example. I mean, I'm going to include some more in the links that I will send you, but I mean, all you got to do is just look around anyway. But the personalities and these characters that I'm telling you about, these charlatans. First, let us start with Nebuchadnezzar, a king in a Babylon king. He built this statue, and he wanted people to worship that statue. A certain hour of the day, probably in the middle of the day, probably at 12 p.m., and then people will start beating the drums. And those who refuse to do it will be put in the furnace, into a burning furnace. It's ridiculous. That's what the devil does. Alexander the Great and the Greek Empire. We all know what happened to him. After he felt like he conquered the whole world, and there was nothing for him to conquer, to celebrate, he got into a drinking binge with a buddy of his and had homosexual encounters all night. And he died, and his life was taken by his own demons that he had given himself up to. Oh yes, because the demons they always come to get paid. Oh yeah, when you got money and when you are famous and you're a politician, the demons will always come to get paid. Whether you're a king or queen, they will always come to get paid, and you better be ready. Nero and Constantine in the Roman Empire. Nero said what? Burn, Rome, burn. It was a fire that he himself set up as a false flag to attack certain people. Now, what does Nero and Constantine have in common? They all are fakes, and again, charlatans throughout history. Okay? These two guys have something in common. Nero destroyed people by setting up a fire. While he was drinking and playing the fiddle at a party, he kept saying, burn, Rome, burn. Because he knew the whole deal. He knew that he set this thing up and that he was going to come and kill people for it. God's followers. Constantine, the same thing. He corrupted the Christians believe. Huh? There goes your Christianity, your Christian belief, let alone what the Roman Catholic Church has done, which he created. Number 4, Hitler. He started the Reichstag fire in Germany to accuse his own people, his own Jewish people, because you got to understand that Hitler was Jewish, to kill thousands of them. Number 5, in the United States, Clintons, ladies and gentlemen, remember? I did not have sex with that woman. You know where he went for his honeymoon with Hillary Clinton, ladies and gentlemen? To Haiti. And you know what he loved the most about that honeymoon? Watching God's people being possessed by the devil through voodoo ceremony. He said it himself. I'm going to see if I find the link and show it to you. In fact, I have shared with you. I have shared that with you in the past. You better wake up, ladies and gentlemen. Bush, a man who killed 1.2 million Iraqis, innocent Iraqis, and then he made a joke. He made a joke out of it, ladies and gentlemen. At a dinner, he made a joke. He was like, because it was based upon a lie, because everything is a lie. Talk about that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. Well, he knew it was a lie. He killed 1.2, maybe more, 1.2 million innocent Iraqis. And then he was making a joke out of it. You're gonna see it. No weapons of mass destruction here. Maybe over here. Maybe it's under the desk. That's supposed to be funny. This is how evil America has become. Because America is the second beast. So when I hear people saying America has become a damn nation, a nation under Satan, ladies and gentlemen, they're late. Because America is the second beast of the Bible. And she will be destroyed soon. Obama. Ladies and gentlemen, remember? Every black people in America will say, hallelujah, our prayers have been answered, black men. And it is the worst president that's there ever been for black America. Why? Because again, our people are driven by emotions. That's what politicians do. They exploit your emotion. So they saw this black man coming on top. They said, oh, we got it made now. Nope. This man was used to help destroy his own people. And that's why we're in the condition that we're in. Because, ladies and gentlemen, when you are president, you are a puppet by the very essence. That's your essence. You are a puppet, but you're not in control. If you don't believe me, then tell me, please, that Biden is in control. Of course not. That man doesn't even know where he's sitting, where he's standing at. The people that control the money, the Rothschild, the Rockefeller, Bank of America, Chase, the Lehman Brothers, okay? Just to name a few. Wake up, ladies and gentlemen. America was robbed back in the she was prophesied to be. Because she's a bitch that doesn't have any money now. Her monetary system is about to crash. Are you ready for the crash? It's not going to be pretty. And thousands of people will die. Hope none of my subscribers are among the, I pray for you guys anyway. I think I'm the only, or maybe if there are any other out there, but I think I'm the only creator here in YouTube. The channel creator here, ladies and gentlemen, that pray for each subscribers. For each and every one of you, I pray. Because the devil is always wants to give you a reason to, hey, don't subscribe. You crazy? You understand? Because remember what they consider as conspiracy theorists, but they can approve it. They can approve it. Because all we are is truth teller. We tell the truth. And with its historical perspective and present perspective. Because without the past, there is no present. So, Obama and now Biden, ladies and gentlemen. So throughout history, people have been governed by a bunch of jokers and charlatans. That's why they don't care. You want to be a girl today? You was a man yesterday? Oh, no problem. Come over here. We operate on your ass. Not there. Now you're a girl. You happy now? Oh, you want to smoke? You want to smoke marijuana? Oh, no problem. We legalize marijuana. You understand? You understand, ladies and gentlemen? That's what it is. And they've been talking about legalizing cocaine in some parts. America is not under Satan. She has always belonged to Satan. That's why America has always been a Freemasonic nation. In fact, it's first, according to them, because of course that's not true. It is again another lie. But let's go by what they say, that the first president of the United States was George Washington. Well, wasn't he a Freemason? Do your research. And you tell me that America hasn't been worked, hasn't been played, and hasn't been slayed, and will be slayed by God Almighty. She has been played, and she has been conditioned by the devil, and the devil would like to see her destruction, because he loved destroying humanity. God will help her destroy herself. Okay? So that's the short video that I was telling you about. Okay? It is 23 minutes into it. That's all I got for you. But before I go, let me read you the last verse. Let us go to 1 Timothy chapter 4. First Timothy chapter 4, verse 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirit and doctrines of devils. 2, speaking lies in hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron. 3. Forbidden to marry and commanding to abstain from meat, which God had created to be received with thanksgiving of them which believe and know the truth. Now, the climate change folks, what are they telling you? Not to eat meat, right? They're telling you that we're gonna eat insects and bugs. At least that is what is coming out of the WEF, the World Economic Forum. Ladies and gentlemen, you understand? These are charlatans that are lost. They are lost in the space. They are lost in space within Earth because there is no real space frontier. Okay? So isn't that exactly what the climate change liars are telling you? While they tell you that climate change, while they tell you about climate change, they ride in the jets. While they tell you about climate change, they spray the heavens with what? Chemtrails. Okay? And now they're coming after your coffee. Now they're coming after your coffee, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe this? They say that coffee is a dangerous, it's a problem to the climate balance. You see how charlatans and jokers they can be? But the jokes will be on them. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, there's the doctrines of devils all over the earth. Okay? I mean, you got transgender telling story to little kids in schools. And you know who is part of that, ladies and gentlemen? Remember that lady that playing the game of attacking Donald Trump, ladies and gentlemen, Letitia James in New York. Okay? The state attorney, general attorney, Letitia James. Do you know that that's what she does on her spare time? She goes to drag queens, with drag queen and transgender to tell little story to kids in schools. Don't believe me? Do your research. I may send you a link on that if I remember. But think about it. These are the last days, ladies and gentlemen. This is no longer an old cliche. This is the reality. You see it. You feel it. That's the matrix that is about to reveal itself to you. When the demons themselves will be materialized in front of your faces. And everything is, they lie to you by showing you the lies in plain sight. Because he imitates God. He loves playing God. You know, even though that was not a game for God, God was keeping it real. See, when God tells you to do something, he's not going to hide it from you. He's going to say, like he told our first promise, not to obtain knowledge. And where did he planted this tree? Right in the middle of the Garden of Eden. Because if it would have been hidden, you know what we would have said, right? Well, you hid it from us, and we accidentally ate of it. No. God told you not to eat of it, and he put it right in the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, the tree of life. And we're not talking about eating. You ate the knowledge that the serpent gave to you, and you've been living under this reality ever since. And for that, we have been at wars. We hate each other. We rob each other. We betrayed each other, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you see Joe Biden hating on America. You understand? This is real. This is not a joking matter. Because he knows that the gig is up. America is done. And the FBI knows this. The CIA agency knows this. They all know it. Are you going to be the last one to know this? It's about time that you do. Wake up. This is all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. May God bless you. And once again, be aware of the charlatans that are all surrounded, because they can be anywhere. They can be your neighbor, your friend, your mother, your father, your son, your brother, your sisters. That spirit is all over the earth. Remember what the Bible says, speaking of the last days. Because love, in fact, let me read it to you. No, I'm going to keep my word. But this is what it says on Matthew chapter 24. Because evil will be abound all over the place, the love of many will wax cold in these last days. And you tell me if this is not, if we're not living in these days. Okay? May God bless you. And remember, always have a strong relationship with your Creator. That's all I'm interested in. Because this is what's going to help you make it through this craziness. Okay? I give you solutions. I don't come here and just report the news to you. Oh, look at Biden. Oh, look what's happening in the South border in Texas. Oh, look. No, I explain to you. I explained everything to you in its biblical perspective and its historical perspective, and why things are going to get worse and worse. And by the way, those Donald Trump lovers out there, ladies and gentlemen, those Donald Trump fans, Donald Trump is part of them. That's why he didn't clean the swamp the last time he was up. Remember? Oh, I'm going to clean the swamp. You can't. The devil is much powerful than you. And if you get in the way, the devil will kill you. Because you are in the circle. You understand? That's how it works. That's why when you see our world leaders that die, be aware. Be aware. Because they love to play dead. Remember Michael Jackson? The whole world thinks he's dead. But he's alive. He's alive, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Jackson is, but not as the world knew him. This is all I have for you. But anyway, that's another topic for another day. Remember, everything is a lie, and what I bring to you is the truth, and nothing but the truth. Because you should know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. God bless. Take care, my brothers and sisters.